And number 4, Mike Carr, and number 8, Tristan Moran. Both wrestlers obviously top 10 in the country. Mike Carr, top 5. Carr, as aforementioned, one of the only Illinois wrestlers not from the state of Illinois. Redshirt sophomore out of South Fayette, Pennsylvania. 10-2 on the season. Moran 20-5 in his first season in Wisconsin singlet after transferring from Oklahoma State, where he was underneath national champion Dean Heil. Now, instead of wrestling as a Cowboy, he's here in Madison as Badger. He's already finding himself in conversation for one of the top wrestlers in the country at 141 pounds. Moran's on a 6-match win streak, ending at Midlands. His Carr's in that right leg and a single. Moran not looking to surrender, as Moran still hasn't given up. Fans asking for the potentially dangerous call. Moran just trying to counter. Stalemate call, a reset. Moran hobbling a little bit. Moran has also won 9 out of his last 10 matches. 3 of those from pin. 5 of those 9 wins have been from bonus point victories. So Moran, prior to his first ranking within the top 10, has been consistently ranked through the majority of the season as 13th, 14th, kind of in the middle teens at 141. And as Carr again, pretty deep in on the leg and close to getting the 2 points on Moran. Just needs to get over that left leg to get 2. But big wins for Moran over Nick Lee, who's ranked 4th in the country at Penn State. That was a sudden victory win for Moran, who was heavily down in that match. 6-1 at one point. He was able to scramble back and defeat the 4th-ranked Lee. Now Carr holds that 4th-ranked spot, as Carr is once again in on the right leg of Moran. Nearing the close again, seconds of the first period, no score yet. You can see the standings of the Big Ten as we're close to heading towards the Big Ten Conference tournament, as well as March Madness out in Pittsburgh, Iowa at the top. Iowa and Penn State undefeated. And you can see how difficult the Big Ten Conference is. More than half the conference ranked in the top 20. Iowa's going to be coming to town soon. Next Sunday, the Hawkeyes will come and visit the Badgers. Be in store for that. Many top-ranked matchups. Moran escapes nice and early. Of course, we'll once again see Alex Marinelli and Evan Wick go at it for the 3rd time in their young careers. Wick took the first bout at the NCAA championships last year in a dominant 15-3 victory. Major decision over Iowa's freshman phenom, known as the Bull. Second time around, Marinelli was able to defeat Wick at this past Midlands out in Hoffman Estates. Was able to take that 4-3 stalemate call between the two wrestlers here. Moran still leads 1-0. Riding time not a factor. Very close match between these two. There's been quite some action, more so on Carr's side, but Moran was able to defend well enough to not surrender any points. Halfway through the second period, Badgers in Illinois tied. Carr once again in on that shot. Moran once again has that right leg to prevent any further movement from Carr. Got an exciting 4-8 matchup. Very fundamental, not much scoring. Lots of action, but not much scoring between the two. This is also a potential matchup for what we'll see in Minnesota here in a few weeks at the Big Ten Championships. Now 2 points are awarded to Carr for the takedown. Bono will throw out the challenge cube to dispute the takedown. So Coach Bono challenging the ruling of the takedown. Carr and Moran have been scrambling through. There is no takedown. Quick ruling from the refs. Now the Illinois coaches are looking for an explanation. The Illinois coaches now have thrown their challenge cube, disputing that more than likely there was a takedown. You can see the wrestling and the scrambling between the two. Close to say, a very quick result from the decision of the referees to decide there was no takedown. But now the Illinois coaches have thrown a cube of their own to dispute the challenge. So Mike Carr, as mentioned, 141 pounds, number 4 in the country for Illinois. The highest ranked wrestler on this Illini squad. We're going to take another look from the high cam to see, is that enough for the takedown to be awarded? Referees again came to that decision quite quickly when Chris Bono threw his challenge cube and was ruled in favor of the Badgers. Now that Heffernan and his staff have challenged that challenge. And it looks like the cube is being taken away. So it looks like it will stand as no takedown. And it will stand as no takedown. 25 seconds here left in the second period. Mike Carr is up 2-1, however. Oh, taking that back, it will be 1-0, my apologies. Carr again on that leg. Moran, he's been deep on getting many of those legs. Another stalemate call. So after the second period, Moran will still lead. Yet another match for Moran that's going close to the wire.
Let's go, Tristan. Illinois' choice. We will choose
Against the top-ranked talents is certainly something you want to see if you're Chris Bono and the coaching staff for Wisconsin as we inch closer and closer to March. Tristan Moran so ever dangerous on top of a quick escape by Carr. Now tied 1-1. Moran has made his Badger career famous thus far by his third period heroics. You can see Mike Carr also really good against big-time talent, 6-0 against Big Ten opponents in the ever-difficult conference. 1 point has been awarded to Carr for stalling, so Moran now finds himself in a bigger hole. The stalemate call. Carr gets the early escape as well as a stall call. Now up 2-1 in a match of potential All-Americans. Moran in a lot of these matches has looked like many times he might have been rolled over for some near fall points, but he ends up turning around. You saw that against Mitch McKee. McKee was in on a takedown when Moran was able to counter and flip him and get his shoulders down for that fall. Now the crowd is asking for a stall call against Carr as we are within 30 seconds. Moran in need of some more last-second heroics. "15 seconds. Moran needs to get something going here. Needs to slip that body through. And Carr will end it out, taking victory 2-1 due to that stall call. Mike Carr takes a 2-1 decision for the Illini. Very close matchup, one I'm sure may come to fruition again in Minnesota or possibly even Pittsburgh.